this time of the year, our vital organs, the nose, throat, eyes, and skin, face challenges from the harsh conditions of the harmattan. In this episode of Saturday Discourse, we will constructively examine the implications of the dusty winds and cold weather associated with the harmattan. Our goal is to equip you with effective strategies to stay healthy and safe during this season. We are pleased to have a medical expert in the studio who will provide valuable insights that will help you navigate this season. Following our discussion, this will come after taking some important stories currently making headlines. So stay tuned. We will be back shortly. I am Abdullah Hajia. You stay. Now, let's begin from a monetary and financial note. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has reaffirmed that all versions of the 1,000, 500, and 200 banknotes, including old and redesigned notes, remain valid legal tender indefinitely, as upheld by the Supreme Court ruling on November 29, 2023. Statement by Acting Director of Corporate Communications, Hakama Sidi Ali says the public is advised to disregard claims that the old notes will cease to be legal tender on December 31, 2024. Nigerians are encouraged to continue using all Naira notes and to adopt electronic payment methods to reduce dependence on cash. Away from that, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons has reassured of the Commission's cooperation with various organizations to ensure adequate data for IDPs in Nigeria. The Commission's commissioner stated this when he played host to the Statistician General of Nasarawa State in his office in Abuja. Our correspondent has details.
Established with the mandate to protect, assist refugees, and also cover issues relating to internally displaced persons with the coordination of migration and development, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, led by its Federal Commissioner Tijani Aliyu Ahmed, according to public opinion, has lived up to its mandate. It is in view to further emphasize on this that the Nasarawa State Statistician General Dr. Ahmed Ibrahim led teams from the state to pay a courtesy call on the management of the commission. According to the Statistician General, the visit is aimed at identifying potential areas for collaboration and, most importantly, providing quality data that is vital for enhanced government initiative in human capacity development.
In Nasarawa State, sir, we have witnessed a first-hand information on the importance of solid data in addressing IDP issues. Our Bureau of Statistics is working tirelessly, diligently to gather data on displaced populations, their needs, and the impact of displacement on the communities.
Responding, the Federal Commissioner Tijani Aliyu Ahmed thanked the team for the visit while also emphasizing the need for data-driven decision-making and sustainable development, saying, with accurate data, the federal government can optimize its policies and program.
Statistics is very important in our day-to-day activities. Without data, I don't think you can make any good planning. That is why Bureau is key in planning. It is key in giving information about what government is supposed to do and at what time and in what capacity.
According to the Commission, around 6.1 million people are living in internal displacement as a result of conflict and violence.
Don't forget this news is streaming live on our YouTube channel on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Now, moving forward, stakeholders in the fight against corruption have advocated adoption of the non-custodial penal measures as an alternative means of custodial sentencing. This strategy came to the fore at a training for parole board members in Abuja. Aisha Bashir reports.
The Non-Custodial Directorate Nigerian Correctional Service (FCT) Command, in partnership with other stakeholders, is on this advocacy to deepen awareness effectively for the implementation of non-custodial service measures as enshrined in the Nigerian Correctional Service Act 2019.
After some time you serve and you follow your conduct in the prison, once you prove yourself to be very good, you make an application for parole board to view your conduct. We may decide to do a few things that you benefit from, even after you finish serving.
The government is doing its best to ensure that, in accordance with the best practice in the world, inmates' welfare and condition in the prisons are catered for.
The new act, other speakers emphasize, introduces significant changes to the administration of the criminal justice system in Nigeria, particularly with regards to the introduction of the non-custodial department treatment and rehabilitation of offenders.
We hope that moving forward, everything and everyone that is supposed to be involved in parole gets to do what is expected of them.
The Nigerian Correctional Service, with the support of POWER, had earlier developed, and other relevant stakeholders, and with the funding support from ROLAC 2, had earlier developed the parole protocol and operational guideline.
Parole is, however, the temporary or permanent release of a prisoner before the expiration of a sentence on the promise of good behavior. The passage of the Nigerian Correctional Service Act 2019 ushered in the non-custodial forms of punishment for offenders. Section 40 of the Act empowers the Controller General to establish the National Parole Board and appoint its board members to administer the parole process. Aisha Bashir, NT News.
Now, the power of giving in charity is a profound and transformative force that brings lasting impact on individuals. This is the driving force propelling a group of ex-students of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, known as Beta Sigma Fraternity, who embarked on a medical outreach to the Kuje General Hospital. Serafina Rokod Umekwe reports that the spirit of patients were lifted by financial support.
I don't do that.
Smiles of assurances of not just quick recovery, but settled bills indeed. These patients say love no doubt bridges cultural gaps, hence the cultivation of empathy, compassion to the sick and the needy here at the Kuje General Hospital by the group.
Ina masu godiya, Allah ya ƙara masu taimakon da suke ciki, Allah ya ba su zuciyan yi hakan.
I really appreciate them because honestly, it's not what I'm expecting. On behalf of I and my family, we appreciate. May Almighty God reward you people richly.
Their immaculate white shirts symbolizes purity, unity, new beginning, love and healing. As the group visited the various wards engaging in charitable activities with the aim of reducing anxiety, stress, depression, and giving succor to indigent patients. Unquantified feelings of joy, happiness, and sense of renewed hope. Some patients were overtaken by emotions.
I appreciate. I'm so excited. Like I didn't expect that.
The hospital management was appreciative of the excellent men, which remains their slogan that despite current economic realities, in the spirit of the season, thought it wise to extend their hands of fellowship to the needy.
Thank you for the fact that even directly to the patient, the cash was handed over to the patient, no intermediary, nothing. It's a very worthy innovation, and we are very grateful.
These are the type of people we are looking forward to see in Nigeria, have in mind to help less privileged. There is a place that we do take care of mothers and baby after surgery. A majority of them, they find it difficult to pay their bills.
charity and helping the less privileged is the main cornerstone of this society.
Going to give back to the society should be one of the ways that we can use to mark the end of our year. And we chose this place because this hospital provides us with all the necessary indices that we need to make sure that we make an impactful event.
Beta Sigma Fraternity is a non-profit, non-governmental organization, says its aim is to support humanity at all levels via charity and personal income donations to the needy. In Abuja, Serafina Okun Omekwe, NT News.
And to set the tune for our studio discussion, which is on the Hamilton season, that has brought its characteristic dry and dusty weather affecting residents in the FCT. In this special report, Sandra Keme takes a look at the Hamilton and its effects as she explores how people in the FCT are coping with the harsh conditions.
As the Harmattan season sets in, which typically runs from November to February, appears with some harsh conditions due to its dry and dusty weather, causing discomforts and affecting residents across the country. In the FCT, residents say it is a challenging season that needs to be given attention, not just to the body, but also in the homes generally.
I actually lick my lips a lot, but I make use of Vaseline.
If you hear my voice, I'm even having issues. Like I'm having cough and kata, serious kata. So, but I normally use nose masks when I'm going out, so to prevent the dust, because most area in Abuja that they are having bad roads, there are dust there if you're on bike or even if cars are passing. So I use nose masks basically to just prevent the dust from entering my nose.
When I touch Nigeria, I have this problem with the weather. It's so that it's very dry, it's very dry, and I even have a sore throat, and I even have a problem with my ear. So I went to the pharmacy and I took drug and so, but it's okay.
Health experts recommend staying hydrated by drinking plenty of water, avoiding strenuous activities, and staying indoors if possible.
So as the wind moves, it comes with a lot of dust particles. And so because of that, we witnessed or experienced variation in temperature and visibility. And then, of course, that also has a tremendous impact on our health. We know that the wind and the dust and everything exacerbate asthmatic attack, especially those that have asthma. And then it has a severe impact on other respiratory tract diseases like what we call bronchitis. And then it can also cause laryngitis. And then it has effect. Even some, because of the drop in the pressure and all that, some have spontaneous nose bleeding, especially in children. It's very common. And then have effect on your skin.
He added that residents are to wear protective clothing, including nose mask, among others, to prevent skin irritation and respiratory problems. Health experts further stress that by taking these simple precautions, residents can minimize the discomforts associated with the Harmattan season and stay healthy until its passage. In Abuja, Sandra Akeme, NTA News.
All right, thank you, Sandra. Well said there, but we'll be taking the discussion further beyond what those people have said there in that report. And I have in the studio live Dr. Beradana Obede, a family physician with the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, joining us to talk more on this issue. You're welcome to Saturday Discourse.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right, well, let's get a discussion beyond what we've seen in that report. You're one expert that, often deal, with some of these issues. A period like this, the Harmattan, what should we be doing as an expert?
Okay, so Harmattan is a season in Nigeria where we have a dry, dusty wind coming from Sahara Desert blowing through Nigeria. And so usually it happens from mid-November to mid-March, thereabout. And this comes with a lot of challenges because it brings dust, causes the air to be very dry. And so we'll be looking at skin changes. Our skin gets dry, our nostrils get dry, and we're quick to have nosebleed, especially if you try to pick your nose. Again, people with skin diseases, they'll get to see more of it. And then recurrent upper respiratory tract infection, because from the nose we breathe in air, and then we have issues and many other.
Most times, from experience, we often feel discomfort around this weather condition beyond just staying indoors. If we must survive to go hustle out there, what should we be doing? Are we expected to wear thick clothing? What else should we be doing?
Okay, so if you look closely, you would see that the weather gets very hot, somewhere between 12 noon, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Sure.
So if you can avoid going out actually at that time, as much as possible, don't. But if you can't and you have to, fend for yourself, wear long clothing that would cover your skin, use your face mask. For ladies, use your scarf so that your skin stays pure, and drink plenty water. We would say at least 3 big bottles of water or 6 sachets of pure water.
Where do we keep these arguments? I've heard it out there. I want you to confirm or otherwise that during the Harmattan, that is when your skin, grows, better or more beautiful. I don't know if it is true.
Okay, so for some people it is, for other people it's something else. During the Harmattan, because the weather is very humid, most of the vapor it's in the air, your skin tends to get very dry, and so you don't even sweat much. You get dehydrated gradually over time. So if you're in the habit of taking plenty water, you end up glowing. Like it makes your skin better because at night the weather is cold, you're happy, you sleep better, but during the day it's dry and you're not comfortable. So if you're able to strike a balance, it will work for you very well. But avoid the sun, most importantly.
Well, the FCT will say probably has a manageable weather that, well, if you go to the far north, I don't know if you've experienced their own weather. What's the difference? Because most people say Abuja weather is still better when you go to far north, Kano, Sokoto. Is there much difference?
Okay, being that the Sahara Desert, the dry air is coming from that side.
Okay.
The first impact gets to them, and so they suffer most of the impact. But there also, if you learn to hydrate properly, stay away from sun, do the little things you can do, keep your windows closed because most times every bit of anywhere you touch is dusty. And from there, you touch your face, you touch your mouth, touch your eyes, and everywhere gets infected. And you keep coming down with either red eyes, catarrh, cough, and all that. Even those that have asthma, it gets worse that period. So,
as adults, we're still struggling with this period. Talk more of our children. How best should we be protecting our children this period?
okay, again, children have a way of should I say, they have a better way of coping with things.
Okay.
For example, even when you're talking about wounds, for children, they heal better once they get the basic thing they can get. So a child knows when they are thirsty, and they will say, Mommy, I want water. But an adult will say, Oh, I can't take water now. Let me wait. I'm doing something. And at the end of the day, the child copes better. You understand? So it's actually something to tell the children the environment, the wind will be dry, there's dust. Learn to cover your nose, use your mask, don't play too much outside. Drink as much water as you can, and wear your long clothing to cover your skin. They would always do well.
Cold and catarrh, some of those, ailments associated with this period. What's the best treatment out there for such? Or we should just take water and we're fine?
Okay, cold and catarrh. Okay, so there's this the ciliary things from our nose that tries to clear or trap dirt when we breathe in whatever we breathe from the air. So during this season, because everywhere is dry, there's so much wind, and we get to inhale these things. Building your immunity in the best way you can, meaning I would avoid anything that will break down my immunity, excessive stress, excessive exercise. I would eat healthily as much as possible, hydrate myself. If I have my vitamins, why not? Zinc is also good for us. Yes.
Last, before we let you go, what advice would you be giving to our viewer out there?
Okay, to our viewers out there, Harmattan is a season, like I said, November till March, it would go. And this period, the wind, it's windy and very dry. So we'd learn to cover our skin, we learn to use our face mask, we learn to hydrate properly, we also learn to eat healthily, and prevention you have any issues, please see your doctor as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vera Adana Ogbede, family physician with the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, for giving us such safety and healthy tips for all of us to remain healthy this period and this season. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, we've been educated on the Harmattan season. We'll go on a short break, and when we return, the news continues shortly. Do stay with us.
It's the Glow Festival of Joy, and it's raining exciting prizes. Oh, for 120 days, we take it to the max. Mind-blowing, loaded prizes. Take John, winning a tear rubber Toyota Prado by recharging up to 100,000 naira. And Sister T winning a Cha-Cha Kia Picanto by recharging up to 50,000 naira. From the sky coming
to you, yes, the gifts are unloading joy all over Nigeria.
From Toyota Prados to Kia Picantos, Keke Napep, generators, sewing machines, and even grinding machines. Just dial *611#, choose your prizes, recharge the value for the month, and you too can win. Whoa, you too can win, oh!
Glad to know you're still there. FIDA Nigeria Abuja branch has been applauded for advancing and promoting the cause of women and children. This came to fore at its 2024 stock-taking gala dinner to climax the week-long law week, where guests commend the female legal luminaries for making a huge impact and deserve encouragement. Yours sincerely tells us more.
My pride in the fact that the FCT chapter of FIDA won Best Overall Chapter of
It is the end of the year and tenure of the leadership of FIDA Nigeria Abuja branch.
Celebration of your
This gala dinner provides an opportunity for appraisal of the stewardship accomplished and a reminder of the task ahead.
When someone is being applauded for hard work, the reward is to do more, harder work. And this, I believe, will spur me to continue this, our genuine campaign against all manner of discrimination, violence against women and children.
As guests several the pleasant moments, performances that convey the liberation of women from harsh environments sensitized the audience as speakers amplified voices for the women.
Man would rather burn you with a pressing iron than iron out his pressing issues with you. Run, mama.
Our GDP will increase, according to IMF, by 23% if we can bridge the gender gap. We will also develop more economically.
But I wish I had joined you all years back. Imagine what I would have been able to contribute in your many milestones that you have proudly achieved.
It's the encouragement of women supporting women and also investing in their vision as well as their proactive delivery of jurisprudence and community engagement through the collective action.
With awards of recognition given to those who have contributed to the success story, the group and their partners reassure of better collaboration that will always support women and children to realize their dreams and not be victims of societal ill treatment. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Sports brief from our sports desk is next.
The FCT Swan 2024 Awards and Gala Night took place on Friday, December 13, 2024 at the VIP lounge of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. The event, which marked the grand finale of the FCT Swan Week 2024, honored individuals who made significant contributions to sports development and journalism in the FCT. Kayode Adeniyi, General Manager of NTA Sports and former chairman of FCT Swan, commended the association's growth, stating that the awards and gala night not only rewards excellence but also encourages stakeholders to give their best to the sports industry. In other news, Cheetahs of Benin coach Garnet Raw has praised Nigeria's Super Eagles and Atlanta forward Ademola Lookman as a complete player, citing his progress and consistency for his Italian side this season. Additionally, Nigeria Super Falcons forward Azizat Oshoala has been retained by her NWSL club BAFC.
Thank you, Wayne, with that sports brief. And on that note, we want to thank you for investing your time with us on Saturday Discourse. Let's do it again, same time, same station next week when we come with another topic. Let's take the precaution seriously. Bye for now.